Welcome back to Pets Aplenty, your go-to channel for all things furry, feathery, and sometimes slobbery. Today we're diving into the world of the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog, one of the most stunning and hardworking breeds you'll ever meet. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just find yourself wanting to adopt your own Swiss giant.
History.
The Greater Swiss Mountain Dog, or Swissy for short, is one of the oldest and largest of Switzerland's 4 mountain dog breeds. Their story starts high in the Alps, where they worked alongside farmers, herders, and butchers, basically doing every job except making cheese. They pulled carts loaded with milk, guarded livestock, and even helped herd cattle through rugged mountain trails. It's believed they descended from large Roman Mastiff-type dogs that marched with Julius Caesar's armies over 2,000 years ago. Imagine Roman war dogs settling down in the Alps, growing thick coats, and deciding to trade the battlefield for the barnyard. That's how the Swissy came to be. Despite their noble history, the breed almost vanished in the 19th century. Machines began to replace draft dogs, and the Swissy's numbers declined drastically. Thankfully, a man named Albert Heim, basically the Swiss version of a dog superhero, helped save the breed in the early 1900s. Thanks to him, the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog was officially recognized in Switzerland in 1909 and later made its way to the United States in the 1960s.
Appearance.
At first glance, the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog looks like a tri-colored tank on 4 legs. Males can stand up to 28 inches tall at the shoulder and weigh anywhere from 105 to 140 pounds. Females are slightly smaller but still large enough to take up half your couch and your blanket. Their striking coat features a classic tricolor pattern, jet black with rich rust markings and bright white accents. The symmetrical white blaze on their face and chest makes them look like they're always dressed for a formal event, perhaps a Swiss gala for good boys. Their short, dense double coat is weather resistant, built to handle snowstorms and mountain winds like a pro. And that thick tail, it's like a fluffy punctuation mark that completes their noble silhouette.
Temperament.
Don't be fooled by their size. The Greater Swiss Mountain Dog is a gentle, affectionate soul wrapped in a massive body. They adore their families and are known for being especially good with children. They have that patient, big sibling energy, calm, tolerant, and always watching out for their humans. However, Swissies are protective without being overly aggressive. They won't bite first and ask questions later. Instead, they'll bark a warning that sounds like a thunderclap before calmly assessing the situation. Their bark alone could scare off a burglar, or at least make one reconsider their life choices. Swissies are emotional creatures who crave human attention, so if you're looking for a guard dog that doubles as a giant cuddle buddy, you've found your match. If you're enjoying learning about this gentle mountain of a dog, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Pets Aplenty for more lovable breeds and their fascinating stories. It really helps us out and keeps the treats flowing for our canine stars.
Socialization.
Socialization is key for the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog, especially during puppyhood. They're naturally confident, but without proper socialization, that confidence can turn into stubbornness. Or worse, a dog that thinks it's in charge of everything, including your Netflix account. Expose your Swissy to different people, dogs, sounds, and environments early on. Trips to the park, car rides, and puppy classes can make a huge difference. Swissies are friendly but cautious. They like to observe before jumping into the action. Think of them as that quiet friend who warms up after a few minutes and then becomes the life of the party.
Grooming.
Here's the good news. Despite their thick coats, Greater Swiss Mountain Dogs are surprisingly low maintenance when it comes to grooming. Their short double coat only needs brushing once or twice a week to remove loose hair and keep it shiny. The bad news? They shed a lot, especially during seasonal changes when it looks like it's snowing indoors. Baths can be given as needed, though not too frequently, as overbathing can strip their coat's natural oils. Regular ear cleaning, nail trimming, and dental care are all part of the routine. Basically, if you can handle a little fur on your clothes and a drool string or two, you'll be just fine.
Exercise.
Despite their massive size, Swissies are not hyperactive dogs. They're more like steady workers than marathon runners. A moderate amount of daily exercise is enough to keep them healthy and happy. Think long walks, hikes, or playtime in the yard. They love having a job to do, even if that job is carrying a backpack on a trail or helping you pull a cart full of groceries. Because yes, they can actually do that. What they don't do well with is inactivity. A bored Swissy can quickly turn destructive, chewing furniture or digging holes that could double as swimming pools.
Training.
Now, here's where things get interesting. The Greater Swiss Mountain Dog is intelligent, but also notoriously stubborn. Training them is like negotiating with a polite furry tank. They'll listen, eventually, but only if you make it worth their while. Positive reinforcement works wonders with this breed. Treats, praise, and patience will get you much further than harsh corrections. Swissies respond best to calm, consistent leadership. They need to respect you, not fear you. And remember, they were bred to think independently while working, so sometimes they might interpret your commands in their own creative ways. Early obedience training is essential, especially since an untrained 130-pound dog can accidentally knock someone over while just being friendly.
Nutrition.
Feeding a Greater Swiss Mountain Dog is no small task. Literally, these big guys need a diet that supports their large bones, joints, and muscles. High-quality dog food with balanced protein, fat, and carbohydrates is a must. Some owners prefer large breed-specific formulas to help prevent rapid growth, which can stress their developing joints. Because of their deep chest, Swissies are prone to a dangerous condition called bloat, or gastric torsion. To help prevent it, it's best to feed them smaller meals throughout the day rather than one big feast, and avoid vigorous exercise right after eating.
Health.
Like many large breeds, the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog is prone to certain health issues. Hip and elbow dysplasia, bloat, and some eye conditions like entropion can occur. Responsible breeders screen for these problems, so choosing a reputable breeder is key. Swissies generally live around 8 to 11 years, which is respectable for a breed their size. Regular vet visits, balanced nutrition, and plenty of love can help them reach the higher end of that range. And while they're tough, don't ignore subtle signs of discomfort. These dogs are stoic and might not always show pain until it's serious. So should you get a Greater Swiss Mountain Dog if you want a loyal, protective, and affectionate companion who looks like they could pull a sled, and probably your car too, then absolutely. Thanks for watching Pets Aplenty. If you enjoyed learning about the majestic Greater Swiss Mountain Dog, make sure to subscribe for more incredible dog stories and fun facts every week. And tell us in the comments, do you have a Swissie at home, or is there another breed you'd love us to feature next? Either way, we'll be right here bringing you more tales, trails, and wagging wonders.